I watched 1 hour and 25 minutes of Girls Planet 1999 and now I'm pissed. Episode 7. Hi, so yeah, before we begin, social media, Patreon, if you want to check those out, I would really appreciate it. Now let's begin talking about today's episode, which, yeah, got a lot to say on that. So the first team to perform was the All About You team, and during the interim check, they did struggle. However, they worked out later on, and their teamwork was really, really strong, and honestly, their performance was really, really good. I did enjoy it a lot. I felt like pulling off, a dayeon song, it's not easy to do at all, but these girls, they did a fantastic job, and I'm really, really proud of them. Young, she got praised a lot by Mr. I Make This Face a Lot, and I thought it was well deserved because she was a standout, but honestly, all the girls did a good job. After that, you had Mafia in the morning team, which consists of Fuyan and Mashiro and Jiwon, all really, really popular trainees. And during the interim check, Mashiro explains to the mentors that the theme of their performance is that they are getting revenge at a bad boy that broke their hearts. However, sadly, during the interim check, the mentors said that their performance was boring, and instead of acting pretty, they should act toxic. Like, Brittany, where are you? Help these girls out, please. And one thing that I really liked about this team is that all the three girls, they got along really well and they helped each other out, which honestly really, really made me happy. And the performance overall was a lot of fun. They were like literally dressed to kill. And Jiwon, like, oh my god, she was really, really hot. Like, damn, my eyes were on her. And Fu Yanen's vocals were also really good. I personally prefer her as a vocalist rather than a rapper because I really liked her singing. And as for Mashiro, she did a good job too, but honestly, she looked too adorable, so I couldn't take her serious at times. But overall, the performance was good. I did enjoy it. The harmonization the three of them did was also spot on. After that, you had Team VVS, and they did get criticized during the interim check because they sang too cutely, and during the rehearsals, the girls sadly did bad also, and they were off key. And then VVS kind of did a 180, and their performance did end up being a whole lot of fun, especially Ling Xiao. Like, she was just amazing. Yes, they did make mistakes, but all three did a good job in my opinion, and I had a lot of fun with the performance. And yes, even if you're gonna make mistakes, if you make the performance fun, I feel like that is worth praising. After that, you had My C team, and honestly, the way Yojin-gu was describing IU and her songs, oh my god, that was so adorable. And then, during the interim check, Shauna sadly got criticized. However, she did do really well during rehearsals. Ji-yoon, on the other hand, she struggled during the rehearsals, and then the performance happened, and all the girls looked beautiful and stunning, like little fairy princesses, and all of them, not just one or two, did a good job. Ju Ji-in finally had her time to shine, and I thought she did a really, really good job. Like, I loved her vocals on the song. Chaeyeon also did amazing. Her vocals were absolutely heavenly. Like, so proud of her, and I'm glad that she's finally getting also the recognition she deserves. And Shauna, she did amazing as usual. Like, this girl, she suits every concept. All the girls really did a good job. Ji-yoon, however, did make a mistake, and Tiffany did comfort her for it, saying that it's okay that not every performance she has to be perfect, and that really touched my heart. After that, we had Team My House, and then Mnet continues the trend of dramatizing everything, especially what happened between this team. Young-un then got praised during the interim check. Wang Yellow sadly got criticized, and she also felt bad thinking she didn't do a good job as the leader. And then My House team arrived on stage, and they looked really, really good. I loved their outfits, and the stage set was also really cool. And honestly, I really enjoyed their performance and also this rendition of My House. However, I did feel uncomfortable because Ayana and Yonghoon are minors and they're singing a song about hooking up. So yeah, that kind of made me uncomfortable, especially when they were giving off like really fierce kind of expressions, especially since they're underage and they're singing a song like that. But clearly they all did do a good job at the end of the day, and yeah, I really enjoyed their performance, and they all got praised by the mentors, especially Ayana, and it was really cute how the girls just, hugged each other after, their differences at the beginning. And then you had the salute team, and this is where all of my problems begin and never ever end. Okay, where do I begin? I don't even know where to begin. Oh my god, this is just a can of worms I've opened, and now the worms are everywhere, and I don't know what to do anymore. Okay, let's try to do this. Let's try to talk about this. Okay, so yeah, salute team, they did do a good job during the interim check. However, Chai Bing got criticized for being a beat faster and also for being stiff. And honestly, a lot of people are saying that Chai Bing was selfish and that she was a bad leader because she was not willing to give up the killing part to Jia. And Doa also spoke up about this, and so did some of the other girls. And I know a lot of people think that this situation is very black and white. However, in my personal opinion and from my experience watching survival shows in the past 4 years or so, I don't think the situation is as black and white as it's being presented. I don't think Chai Bing is completely being evil edited, and I also don't think Chai Bing is completely innocent. My opinion is that Chai Bing, yes, she did act selfish at first, and she was not really listening to her members, and she was not doing a good job as a leader should be. However, I think after the girls talked it out and everything and cleared all their misunderstanding, that is when the team started to work well. Because if the team did not work well, then the performance would not have been good at the end of the day. So I think that is what happened. I think Mnet did not show the parts of the girls reconciling and, talking this through. And yes, I felt like they only kept the stuff with, Doa being mad at Chai Bing and Chai Bing just not listening to the girls. It honestly really makes me sad seeing so many people tear down Chai Bing and comparing her with Dayeon and everything, and it's just a whole mess. Like, don't go on Stan Twitter for Girls Planet content. It is such a mess. It'll just ruin your mental health. And yeah, I personally still like Chai Bing. I'm not saying what she did was right, but at the same time, I don't think that she should be villainized for this particular situation. But yeah, the performance happened, and honestly, the salute performance ended up being really, really good. Like, these girls, these ladies, they set the stage on fire, and it was such a cool performance. The choreography was also well done, and I just gotta say this, Yoon Jia, she's my new religion. Like, she is clearly one of the standouts in this performance. I was really drawn to her. Then you had the Fate team. During the interim check, the Fate team, they were told that with this kind of performance that they were putting up, they cannot win, sadly. Yoojin suggests that the theme of the performance should be about reuniting with the girls that got eliminated in Girls Planet 999. And then Yoojin cries about the trainees that left, and oh my god, like, how can somebody be this precious and pure? Like, I love Yoojin so much. And the performance, it was so breathtakingly beautiful and just enchanting and lovely, and just a breath of fresh air from the cookie cutter girl crush and cute concept, that is like oversaturated in these kinds of performances. And I just loved this performance. This is arguably one of my absolute favorite performances in this entire show. The facial expressions of all the girls were everything. Like Yesa and Shireichi, like, those two really were incredible and made me choke on emotion. It was so visually stunning, and I was just so in love with this performance. Like, I needed this after the hell that was everything that happened with the salute team. The team then got praised by the mentors, as they should have, because it was arguably one of the best performances of this show thus far. And then Yo Jung-gu, the host, announces the winners, and this is where I have conflicting opinions again, but let's discuss. So for the teams of threes, the winner ended up being the Mafia team, and honestly, yes, the Mafia team did do a good job, but my pick was obviously We Are. I personally believed that We Are deserved to win because none of the girls had like good experience with rapping, but they still ended up turning in such a fantastic performance, and their performance just spoke to me the most out of all of the teams of threes. But also, it could also be because of my bias towards Bora, because I love Bora, and I don't know, and I'm just worried, and I really wanted her to get the win. And also, Mashiro, Yaning, and Jiwon, they're all very popular trainees, so it's not like they need the benefit to stay in the competition, but Bora, Wenzhou, and Manami do, so that's why I wanted that team to win. I thought We Are deserved to win, or We Are... I'm not saying that Mafia did not deserve to win, but I would have preferred if We Are team won instead, and I'm just really, really sad they did not win, and I'm now even worried about them in the next rounds. Like, please vote for Bora, please. If he gets eliminated, I will literally cry tears. Anyways, for the teams of 6, the winner was Fate Team, to no one's surprise, and honestly, it was very well deserved. And then for the teams of 9s, the winner ended up being Salute, and honestly, both teams were like really, really great. However, my preference was for the Ice Cream Team, and I felt so bad for Dayeon because she worked so hard, and I don't know, when I saw her looking sad, it just made me sad. But yes, that is the end of the combination missions, and next week is again the eliminations. But yeah, next week we have the creation mission also, and we'll find out which girl is gonna be in what team. Before we end this video, I asked on my community tab what you thought about this very controversial episode, and this is what some of you had to say. Ice Cream Team were robbed. Ice Cream Team should have won. Oh my god, honestly agree. Like, yes, I did really like Salute Team, and Gia was fantastic, but Ice Cream, I just have a special place in my heart for that performance. Then this person said, at this point, Bora, Bahia, Dayeon, Maya, Suyeon, Chaeyeon are all in risks of eliminations, and frankly, the judges suck at their job. Like, please, it didn't even seem like they were considering vocal team for benefits in 6 members group. If you include my comment, please blur/hide the username. Don't worry, I gotcha. And yes, I agree with this so much. All of these trainees are at risk, and I'm so scared. And if Bora gets eliminated next week, then maybe I will stop watching the show. Okay, I won't, but it's not gonna be fun watching this show because Bora is my number 1 pick, and she still is my number 1 pick. And yes, I do agree that the judges do suck at their job. It seems like the temporary mentor guy, he's doing a much better job. So there was that. And yeah, it is shady how vocal team did not consider vocal team for the benefits. It was kind of shady. Okay, next. Okay, this person said, I really enjoyed it, but I want to add that some people in the premiere live chat were saying dirty things about my house team while knowing the members are minors. If only that song wasn't chosen. Yes, this is the exact reason I did not want Younghoon, and especially Ayana, who is 14, to perform My House. And now, look what happened. Like, this mess happened. Like, this is so infuriating. Like, don't give minors to sing inappropriate songs. Like, just don't, okay? Just don't. There are actual kids. This person had 2 comments that I really, really liked, so congrats on both of them being chosen. But yeah, this person said, the evil editing against the Chinese contestants is out of control. Chai Bing, Wang Yalo, Liang Xiao. There was a point where Liang Xiao said that she thought she did good, and they edited to make her look ditzy and naive, but a judge literally said the same thing 2 seconds later. Chai Bing is Mnet's villain this season, and I'm not gonna deny that she said those things, but it's clear that from the outcome of the Salute team that they worked it out. Wang Yalo is one of my favorites, and they pretty much used her to boost Younghoon. Ugh, I agree. I mean, even with their attempt to make her look bad when she said that she didn't rehearse enough, I just kept repeating, why are they acting like she's not right? Mnet being M-snaky yet again. Yes, Mnet is such a snake. Like, it's common news right now. Yes, they are villainizing the Chinese contestants, and I don't know how to feel about it. It's just so freaking shady, and I absolutely hate it. Okay, this person also said, apparently, Liang Xiao had, oh my god, how do you pronounce this? Gastroenteritis. Okay, I tried. And knowing that Mnet edited to make her look like she was slacking off and abandoning her team makes my blood boil. Same. Allegedly, they even translated in Korean and Chinese to her not being used to eating kimchi for every meal. If you want to piss off a primarily Korean audience, be Chinese and insult a national food. Knowing this makes me want to chuck my TV out of freaking window. I think you meant the other one, but okay. I knew once they separated twins, they would pull some ish like this. I know. Like, I feel so bad for Liang Xiao because it's so freaking stupid that they are making her look so bad. Like, Mnet definitely over evil edited this episode. Go on Ramsey, okay, interesting name and also profile picture, said the competition for K-group is so fierce, like apart from some people, I don't know who will survive or who will be eliminated next episode. Also, Gia really caught my attention with Salute, and it felt like she was the center of the performance, so please vote for her so young Gia can live for another day. Yes, young Gia is so cute, and I love Gia so much. Please please vote for Kian. Maya, thank you. Yes, Maya is fantastic, and she deserves a little bit more hype. Also, thank you to my Patreon, Pepe Que Tadro. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And yeah, if you want to be a Patreon, please go ahead. I would appreciate it a lot. And yeah, by being my Patreon, you can have Patreon exclusive content where I talk about things that will not be available on the channel. I plan on talking about the AOA Jimin situation. I want to talk about the Lucas situation. I plan on doing more music video reactions. So if you want to support me, I would really appreciate it. But even if you don't, I still love you lots. Okay. But yeah, that is what you missed on Girls Planet 999.